Well, hey, Conrad. Hey, all you Palm Springs Point of View viewers. Welcome back. And whoa, what a busy week it was in Palm
Yes,
Springs and all over the valley. So we're going to hit on a few different things tonight. And it's going to be talk about live music has come back to Palm Springs. So that's really exciting, and maybe in other places of the valley. And Conrad, you had an interesting chat with the guys that run CV Harvest Box, which you
correct.
know as all fresh local produce. You pick it out, you get your basket online, and then you go and actually pick it up from a destinated location. Well, now they've got a farmer's market coming to Palm Desert on Sunday. So can't wait to hear about that.
Right.
Let's see what else happened. Well, Alan, my husband, our director and producer, we celebrated a big birthday, a milestone for him.
A very long mile.
A long milestone. So we drove east far and nestled ourselves in Borrego Springs. Well, just a little chat about that.
Yes.
Let's see, what else are we going to talk about? The Golden Globes. So we talked last week about kicking off award season, and this was the first one. And we'll talk about the virtual experience just a tiny bit and see how, interesting to see how that's going to play out throughout all the award shows.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So Conrad, let's start talking about the Golden Globes.
Golden Globes, sure enough. So this is one of the first ones. Obviously, it was all virtual. Interesting idea to split the screen. Amy in New York and Tina in New York and Amy in California.
I love that because they actually fist bumped and kind of held hands, like they locked arms or something.
Let's see if we can do it, Claudia.
Okay, let's see.
Go put it on the other side. Keep going. Other direction.
Other direction?
Go to your right. There you go. Hey, there you go.
Well, we're supposed to go like this. We're supposed to with your left elbow. And now
doesn't work. No.
And then I put mine there and you put yours out.
It doesn't work.
I think it does.
This is what happens on live TV when they try to do virtual stuff. Stuff like this happens. But you know what? It's the era that we're in right now, and they gave it a try. I think kudos to them for giving it a try. It still loses the umph when the people aren't there in front of them in the live audience and all that stuff.
What I really liked, and I'll just say briefly, was the Zoom effect and actually looking at actors, directors, all kind of sitting in their living rooms or with their families and the reactions they had. And it's just like what we do. It's just like casual, we're at home. I think it's interesting. And I felt more relaxed too. Like I'm not, gonna miss something, if I run to the kitchen and get a glass of wine.
See, I want the excitement.
I thought it was great.
I want the excitement of people there and them drinking, having a good time.
Okay,
So, it all works. It all works.
I'm sure all the other ones are going to be leading off of this one. So.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Let's talk about our local stuff.
Yeah, local in Palm Springs. So we're just mentioning live music. Two great spots that I personally love to frequent, and that is, and live music now just started at V Wine Lounge, and those guys are great. And of course, it's outdoor patio, and you can look up the mountains, and you're right on Tockwitz Canyon. Live music on Monday and Saturday night. So we've got two different singers and bands. I'm not going to touch on everything, but it's a great atmosphere. And the performer is outside of the fenced-in patio, so on the lawn. So you don't have to worry about them screaming in your face or being right on top of you. At Boucher, on the other side of town, they have had their wine corral outside in the parking lot. They've done a lovely job.
Yes.
And now introducing music and upcoming performances. So Saturday night, there was live music with our friend, Francesca Amari. And it seems people didn't want to leave. The place was packed. And she, again, was outside of the corral.
Right.
And then they also have Tig Barbecue, and he barbecues all different types of meat and fish, and I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's supposed to be really good.
And I believe on March 11th at Boucher, they will be having a gathering associated with Nickerson Rossi Dance Company, where they'll be doing a dinner and a dance performance, and then you get to go inside and see their new performance space, which is going to have some photography. And then, of course, the rest of that week, I think it's the 11th through the 14th, is the festival for the International Dance Festival, where there will be movies and more workshops and such. So that starts on March 11th, I believe.
So that's called Boucher and Ballet, and tickets are available online. And there's a dinner, there's a set prefix dinner, performance by Nickerson Rossi, and then the event kind of goes, I think, till around 9 o'clock. I think it goes for like 4 hours or something. And I think our viewers can go. I think our viewers can go online to Nickerson Rossi Dance Company and find out the schedule for that whole week. It should be a lot of fun. Or they can purchase tickets on Boucher. Palm Springs. I think it's boucherpalmsprings.com, or just look up Boucher Palm Springs. Yeah, definitely. So tell us a little bit about your experience up in Borrego. How was that this weekend? Well, we were celebrating a big birthday for my husband and our director producer, and we decided to take a trip. We drove east, skirted the Salton Sea, and landed in Borrego Springs, and nestled into the lovely, charming, quiet, secluded Borrego Valley Inn, with beautiful views of on the desert floor of the mountains, with pools, but it's a very tiny place, and the stargazing was magnificent. I bet. Oh, it was, I'm counting the days to go back. It was just that's what we wanted, was a nice, just chillax, pop open a very fine bottle of champagne and relax and lay in the hot tub looking at the stars. So talk about relaxing things to do. I had an opportunity this week to talk to the folks who are involved with the Sunday Farmers Market over in Palm Desert. They are the folks who are running the CV Harvest Box. Great little discussion with them. Let's take a look and see what's happening out there over in Palm Desert. It's pretty safe to say that everyone wants fresh produce and everybody likes a farmer's market. And the two guys that we have here today coming to us here at Palm Springs Point of View are here to keep that dream alive. Let's welcome Tony Marchese and Mark Tatos. Hey guys, how are you?
Great, how you doing?
Just fine, thank you. Welcome. So we, of course, are going to be talking about the Sunday Farmers Market coming to Palm Desert. However, before we go there, let's let our viewers know a little bit about who you are and a little bit about who you are. And if you don't mind, Tony, why don't you start us off? I know that you are associated with Trio's Restaurant.
I am. I am the owner of Trio Restaurant and the co-owner with Mark Tadros of CV Harvest Box. We started early April during the pandemic. And quick story, Mark and I met prior to that. I called him and I said, what about doing this produce business? He was telling me there was a lot of produce left in the marketplace because of all the restaurants being closed. And a couple of weeks later,
here you are.
Box was born.
And Mark, you are a date palm farm owner. How does someone get into that business? Is this a family business? How long have you been doing this?
Yeah, so we're a family business. The name of the company is Aziz Farms. We've been in business for 48 years here in the Coachella Valley. We grow several different varieties of dates. And I most recently through the first annual Date Harvest Festival in Coachella. Oh, and that was in or around the same time Tony and I met.
Tony, why don't you tell us, when does the official date open? Or when is the official date? And then location, time, all those goodies.
Sure. Well, the Palm Desert Sunday Market starts this Sunday, February 28th. Will be every Sunday, every last Sunday of the month through May 29th.
Through May 29th.
Yes.
Okay.
Open, 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. And we're right at that new corridor in Palm Desert on San Pablo between Alessandro and San Gorgonio.
Yes.
So it's all little neighborhood that they created, like a corridor into the city. And there's other farmers markets in the same location, so people should know where it is. So come on, you can go to cvharvestbox.com if you want to place an order or get more information about the market. It's on our website. And
let me ask you this question. So as you mentioned, there are other farmers markets in the Coachella Valley. Do the vendors, are the vendors all going from one to another? Do you have specialty ones that are coming to yours?
We do. Right now we've invited only the farms that we work with from CV Harvest Box in our company. Not that we can't expand out, but at this point we just started within our little family first, and then as we grow, we'll grow.
It's my understanding that the Sunday farmers market in Palm Desert and with you two hopes to kind of move it into another level of markets. Tell us a little about what your ideas are for the future.
Well, so yeah, as COVID disappears and we get open up, Mark has some great ideas. We both come together, like cooking demos and food trucks, and just make it an afternoon for everybody, right? Beer gardens, things like that, to make it not only you're buying produce and buying products, but you're there to have fun, have lunch, make it an event. I mean, because I co-produced the Palm Desert Food and Wine Festival, so both Mark and I are all about festivals and people having fun while they're doing things. So it's like,
yes,
as we grow, it will grow.
We're going to have some really cool varieties of dates that some people may have never had the opportunity to try or see before. Brown Barhi, Diary, Aziz Farms has a really cool exotic mix. And then as far as some of the produce items, I would say one of the ones that I most recently stumbled across that I've just fallen in love with is rapini. So we're going to get some really beautiful rapini coming in. It's also referred to as broccoli rabe sometimes. But Tony and I were actually just going through the list. I mean, we've got artichoke season is upon us here in the Coachella Valley, and we're going to be having some amazing Coachella Valley grown artichokes. We have a vendor that supplies us for add-on items for CV Harvest Box that grows different colored mushrooms. Some of the coolest mushrooms ever, and he's he's right here in this area and just growing some of the most amazing mushrooms you've ever tasted. We're going to have rainbow chard and living herbs. Being able to go to a farmer's market to buy living herbs that are grown here in the Coachella Valley is going to be amazing. Sure, you can get them at the grocery store, but I tell you what, sometimes those ones that you get at the grocery store are driving all the way out of town and then coming all the way back into town. We will literally be picking this stuff up directly from the farm Sunday morning and bringing it to the farmer's market. It's not going to get any fresher. It is going to be a very unique experience. And I use that word experience because people need some fun experiences in their lives right now. It will be safe. It will be outdoors. We will be distanced, but it will be an experience. You will have fun. It will be unique. It is not like any other market. We're going to create an event here that will last post-pandemic too.
Well, that's exactly where I wanted to speak to you guys. I appreciate you joining us here on Palm Springs Point of View. Thank you for bringing fresh produce to the Coachella Valley, and I will see you and I'll see our viewers at the market. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, what a great idea, Conrad. And, it just looks truly unique. And it's interesting to see I'm interested to see how it's going to evolve with everything that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Thanks
And that San Pablo area is beautiful. So come on out, everybody. It's the last Sunday of the month. Come on out.
Great. Okay.
All right. See you later.
Bye.